Larry Fink, the head of BlackRock and now co-chair of the World Economic Forum, just laid out their entire plan. It's not a prediction, it's a blueprint. And they are building the apparatus right now, all around us, while most people aren't looking at the periphery. He said, we're just at the beginning of the tokenization of all assets. Let me translate that from globalist speak. Your mortgage will be a token. That piece of paper that says you own your home, it won't be yours anymore. It will be a digital token on a ledger that BlackRock and the banks can trade, bundle, and crucially program. What you think is a slow, secure system of ownership is about to become a high-speed trading platform for billionaires to strip wealth. Your entire financial life is now being portalized. Think about it. Job applications, welfare, rental applications, vouchers, it's all being funneled into digital government gateways. This isn't accidental. It's a testing ground. They are training us to accept that access to our own life is a privilege granted through a login screen. And who are they building this system for? They're building it for a new, compliant population. They are importing migrants stripped of their own financial history and cash, making them utterly dependent on this new digital system from day one. They're building it for a welfare-dependent citizenry, single mothers, unemployed men, NDIS recipients, massive increase in public service jobs, whose survival is already tied to government approval. These are the people who will have to adopt it to survive. Then they'll tell us it works. The same process with the digital ID. Implement on public systems first, then in 2026, private enterprise can start using it. Your next payment could be contingent on your compliance. If you're someone who wouldn't take a donut for a vaccine, you should be terrified of what they'll demand for your rent money. Fink talks about bringing investors into the ecosystem. The ecosystem, that's their word for the walled garden. You won't own anything in that garden. You'll license it, you'll rent it, and your access will be revoked the second you step out of line. How do they get away with it? They'll use a crisis, a crash, a panic, and in the chaos they'll present their pre-built digital prison as the only solution for your safety, for stability. This is it. This is the you will own nothing world they promised us. Orwell warned us about a boot stamping on a human face forever. This is that boot, but it's wearing a sleek digital sneaker. It is a soft, silent, algorithmic tyranny. Your mortgage is set to become a line of code they control. Your savings, a number they can adjust. Your ability to exist in the economy, a permission slip they can revoke. They are building this for everyone, but they only need most people to accept it. Your job is to make sure you're not one of them. See the pattern, build alternatives, use cash, support real community. Because once you're inside their digital ecosystem, getting out won't be an option.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and a few sisters out there. Matter of fact, unto the Zionite foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. I didn't see this part yet, so Salakia.
Out won't be an option.
Okay, I didn't know what it was. So, as you can clearly see, our favorite subject, and there's a reason why it's a favorite subject, because this is the end all to be all, and this is another one. This is the end all to be all scenario that's going to take place. And this end all to be all scenario, which is a blueprint of what the desire of the wicked is right in everybody's face. This is the last great prophecy that needs to take place in order for the Lord to come in and to destroy. And everything he said was absolutely correct. And this other video, which I was trying to queue up, is really shows you how how the future is really disproportional. It's going to be a dystopia. Overall, it's going to be a dystopia, and this dystopia that's coming, it doesn't fit the average person. All right, let me get that real quick. Boom.
Full ID before you pour that.
Sorry?
It's for the sugar allowance, 1 glass per person. I just need to scan your ID.
I don't have one.
You don't have a digital ID?
No.
Right, I'm going to have to let the police know.
For breaching the Health Protection Act, you are sentenced to 10 years imprisonment. Take him down.
No! Please! You just won't let him go! I'm sorry! She's just burning up. She can barely stand. You have to get her seen now. I understand your worry, but she's not registered for a brick fine. Without it, we can't admit her under NHS care.
Your digital ID has been flagged for incitement.
Incitement? No, I was just talking.
Behind your back.
Hey! You can't arrest me.
Could I take out 400, please?
I'm sorry, your account's currently frozen.
Frozen? What do you mean? I've got more than enough in there.
It was flagged by a government order this morning. It relates to a recent post you made online about the Home Office
Please,
and
I
immigration.
need it.
Digital ID denied. Travel quota exceeded.
I haven't done anything. Morning, ma'am. We're conducting digital ID checks in the area. There's been some irregular online activity linked to this address.
Irregular how?
We just need to verify your identity, that's all.
Right. No, I'm not handing anything over.
Refusal can result in suspension of benefits.
Excuse me, mate. Can I just see your digital?
And it's not far fetched. A couple of years ago, maybe a decade ago, like, that's not gonna happen. No, it's right there. We are right there. And this, it sounds, I mean, not sounds, but it looks, too extreme, but it's gonna be extreme. Revelation 13 and 11. It says, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb." 2 horns represented two political systems, which so ironically, all of Esau's ruling class around the world. Even I was shocked to even hear that about that gutter rat, the welfare state of Israel. They got 2-party system. I didn't even know they had a 2-party system. I think it was just pure evil. But this thing that they call democracies is worldwide, mainly for the West. So what they were just showing, they have a 2-party system right then and there. And the 2-party system represents the plebeian and the patricians, which was which was the Romans. So for America, that's the Democrats and the Republicans. And what proves that they have a 2-party system in these other places, they always say the far right or the far left. Okay? It says, "And he spake as a dragon." So now, England, the UK, United Kingdom, now their officials, their people that's in authority, now they speaking as dragons now. Now they want to bring in the draconian. That's why that man made that statement. Was it like a week ago? Shit is going by so fast. He said, everybody got to get a digital ID. If you don't get a digital ID, you can't get a job. So they trying to, and now Mexico, they go moving forward with the digital ID. They're not even giving people a plan. They're not even allowing you to prepare. It's like, oh, let's just bring this shit in. All right. So Mexico, right down the border, they're already moving forward. So with this whole thing that's going on with this government shutdown, especially they say next month SNAP, they're not gonna give people that have SNAP benefits anything. And there was already a new law that it was gonna take out a lot of people from having SNAP. And SNAP is just regular, just EBT, just food. And Thanksgiving is around the corner. So these devils picked the perfect timing to bring this shit in because of this government shutdown. And this could be a little testing to see how far people will go. But they're gonna go to the extreme level of be like a dragon. All right. They in that drag. They in that they embracing that dragonian spirit. Okay, they embracing that. This is why UK, without any warning, just like boom, we're gonna do this. All right, it went worldwide. It's the world seeing like, oh shit, you know. Yeah, obviously the people over there was probably hearing about it, but it just happened suddenly. Even with Mexico, that happened suddenly. So things are moving fast. There was a quote one of the beloved bros that I here in New York had quoted from a guy. He said, "There be decades that nothing happens, and there be decades where everything happens." Something to that extent. So for a long period of time, we've been in this little purgatory. We've been in between worlds. Now we ain't in between no worlds right now. We are in one hell of a ride. Okay, and this is why the Lord was prepping us this whole entire time for this particular thing, because this devil is coming down. Actually, since I'm there, Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So time is running out for these people. They have to push their agenda, and they have to bring their agenda so fast, so quick to establish what they need to establish. And there's many things, there's many other factors, but like that guy was basically saying, they're prepping everybody where mortgages and your basic needs in order to survive in this sick society is becoming a thing of, if you can't get it, then you out. I was thinking about when he said it, especially about if you didn't get a donut for the wax, how much more? What would you do for um to pay your rent? So I was thinking about it, like it makes sense. This is not my theory. This is how you gotta think about it. During the pandemic, people got away with a lot of stuff. The government gave you $600 around the world. I don't know how much it was given, but it was giving people money. Small businesses like our whole state through Spirit were like landlords, and they lost. The bank they always want their money. So this time around, they no longer care about what the people think or how the people think about anything. In other words, you ain't gonna get no help. All right, that's what it basically saying. You're not gonna get no basic help as you thought you was, like you did before. They coming down with great wrath, and this is all because people, like through the Spirit, you got God given rights and you have privileges, and everybody been on this privileged tip for a long period. Everybody was brought up in privileges, and privilege could be taken from you, but nobody was exercising their God given rights because you wanted to be a part of this society. You wanted to be part of this system, and you was trained to be part of the system. This is why you have certain pressures, peer pressures, they call it, from your fellow man. All right, and that's what the scripture says. Let me get this real quick, since I'm on that tip. I spelled it right. Oh, there it is. Oh, and it's the law. Let's see. It says, boom, boom, boom. So Exodus Exodus 23:2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in the cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. This is a very heavy scripture. And this is this is the law. Matter of fact, let me start on 1. It says, thou shalt not raise up a false report, but I said, put not thy hand with the wicked to be unrighteous, of unrighteous witness. So basically, you see a group of people, and you see the thing with your own eyes, but everybody else is in that herd mentality, and you know, nah, this ain't right, but you just go with the flow because this is what everybody else is doing. You see that? That's exactly what's happening. And this is how they're going to get the majority of the people. It says, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. And what is considered evil? Breaking the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. The Lord said, do this, and you're doing the opposite. That's evil. All right? Which will bring bad times. So we always state when this thing goes down, and it's going to happen. Oh, Spirit had it. Well, I don't know. I can't look up the post thing. Snoop Doggy Dogg. I don't know his real name. And I remember, this is the reason why I'm bringing this up. I remember it was maybe a month ago or so. He said he had brought his grandchild to watch a movie, and in that movie, meant for kids, there was a same-sex couple. He said, "This is some bull-ish. You know, why would they put that to the kids?" Now all of a sudden, Snoop Dogg, gangster rapper, early '90s, Crip, OG. You know what I'm saying? Don't take no shit from the streets from Long Beach, California. Now, Mr. Doggy Dogg is doing a special with a same-sex couple. He had no standard. He had to do whatever they told him to do. You see that? That's why I bring that up. So they're gonna use these celebrities to make you do what they want to do during the pandemic. I'm an old hip hop head. I grew up in the perfect era to see pretty much all the eras. And one of the major groups that was out there, like the Godfathers of hip hop, all right, when it was called rap, it was Run DMC. And I remember DMC had a rap song telling the people to go and get that wax. All right. I'm like, God damn. So they're going to have your favorite celebrity with that RFID microchip. And he or she is going to compel you to do that. And this is against the Lord. All right. It says, let me read this again. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shall I speak in cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. Okay. This is why a lot of them are bought and sold. Your favorite celebrity is bought and sold. All right. They're cheap. They have a price. Like your man, Captain Crunch, a profit for hire. All right. You got shepherds for hire. You got prophets for hire. And you're going to have celebrities. They have their own. Okay. I see the AI trope. You know, AI, a lot of people use AI to prove a point. And in this AI thing, because there was a particular officer, Unsi, right? Can't stand that dude, but he had to a statement to somebody else. I forgot who it was. That he didn't sell out to the land, the welfare of the land, and he made a number. He said, that they was gonna get paid 7 Gs, and that's just like that's for some people. That's nothing. So I don't know who did it. They didn't even mention him, but the whole spook was a whole bunch of AI individuals and everybody, the YouTube influencers that took the money. Okay, they took the money, and whatever they said is just like whatever they wanted us to say, we'll say. So there's a lot of that. Salakia, yeah, there's a lot of that in the society. You have a lot of sellouts. All right, Deuteronomy 16 and 19. It says that thou shalt not wrest judgment, thou shalt not respect persons, neither take a gift, for a gift doeth blind the eyes of the wise and pervert the words of the judgment of righteousness. So you're not supposed to take heed of anything, especially for filthy lucre's sake. So you have a lot of sellouts out there that's gonna lead the majority of the people to the slaughter fest. Because when it's all said and done, it tells you Revelation 14 chapter on matter of fact, let me get there because this is the focal point. Revelation 14 and 4. 14 and 9, sorry. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, which the beast is the Roman Empire, the image is the New World Order. The same system that the man was speaking about, the same system that little AI spoof was talking about. You're going to get arrested for you got too much sugar intake, or just real draconian laws, and you be a part of that. And like the man said, if you be in that system, isn't close to impossible to get out of it. So the only things left, because this is the end all to be all, the only thing left is judgment. All right. So it says, in his image, and receive his mark in his in his forehead or in his hand. So being part of society, being part of the hive mentality, the herd mentality. All right. There's a there's a there's a reward for that. That reward is death. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture in a cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. The Lamb is whom? Yahushai. So all who takes this device and put it in them, the whole the transhumanism that is being brought up to everybody, right? What's going to end up happening? You're going to be put to death. So this thing is a life and death situation. This is a battlement for people's souls. Okay? And they built this system so they could get people. Your whole life you've been trained to be a part of society. And if you don't feel a part of society, you feel ill. Okay? They'll have you believe that if you're lonely, something wrong with you. If you isolate yourself, something's wrong with you. You got to feel like you're one of the people. You got to be mixed in, And that was all part of the plan. So when everybody that feels left out, like that episode in Black Mirror, I always forget when she was trying to be down with society and it was getting social credit scores and everything like that. And at the end of it, she realized how foolish it was. But her whole existence was the existence of trying to fit in. And trying to fit in is going to get majority of people killed. All right, because they can live without certain things, and this is how they're gonna get people. This is why through the spirit, real quick. I'm gonna quote it because I gotta look for it. Scripture says, "What to count the course? Counting the course is realizing that you might be homeless. Counting the course, you might be on the run. Counting the course, you might get your head chopped off. Counting the course is things might not go your direction. So you have to have these things in mind, or this fate is for the majority of people. All right. It says in verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast. Let me look up the word worship in this sense. To kiss the hand towards or one token of reverence. So what are you making a token of reverence to? They're making a token of reverence to Satan, Esau. They're telling that Esau is their God. All right, the ultimate final end. This chip is a digital ool. So you're making a pledge to Satan. Okay? So for worshiping that, you're gonna be destroyed. Worshiping this beast, this whole entire system. It says, who worship the beast and his image, whosoever received the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahushua. So those who keep the laws, the commandments, have faith in Yahushua. All right, the elect will be delivered from this set peril. Okay, so fuck society, fuck everything. All this is not gonna mean nothing in the few. They're gonna put people in a compromising position, and a lot of people is just gonna cave in. So, sign real quick through the spirit. Shalom to the elect of the nations. Shalom.